Hello and welcome back. This is IamWealthyandRich.com. Thank you very much for joining us today and watching this video. My name's Henry Smith, and what I'm going to do is what I've been doing for the last several days is I've committed to show by example the tracking and the monitoring, the documentation of building a portfolio into the seven-figure level. And it started this a year ago, well, not a year ago, last year, probably last summer, June, I guess you can say around June time. So it's not really a year ago, we're in March, so I guess was it 9 months ago. We started this back then anyway. And although the preparation was laid long before that, it was really started in February when I had no money. And so I was working with what was known as mindset and wealth creation or wealth prosperity mindset development techniques. And they worked, and they led me to attract the money I needed to get started. And, I've since shown a few other people how to do the same, and they got similar results. And from then, it's not just, having money. Is knowing how to invest, having a strategy, a proven strategy to invest. And before I continue, just must do the disclaimer: investments can be risky. I'm not a financial advisor or planner. Do your own risk. I'm not regulated. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a CPA. I'm just doing showing what's worked for me, and what's worked very well. Now, that being said, do your own research, do your own due diligence. Investments, as I said, can be risky. You may not get what you put back in. Investments, past performance don't guarantee future success. But they're a good indication, number one. Number two, anybody who invests exactly in what I invest in will get exactly the same results. There's no two ways about that. Okay, if you did exactly and the key word here is exactly. If you did exactly what I do, you would get exactly what I got. The question is some people won't do exactly what you tell them to do. So I can't guarantee that you'll do exactly what I do. So I can't guarantee that your result, because I don't know you. But that's totally up to you. If you did exactly what I show you, there's no reason why you shouldn't get these results. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the share my screen, track the figures for today. So every day I update the figures of what has happened over the last 24 hours or thereabouts, and whether it's a plus or a minus, whether the market's gone upwards or downwards. Bearing in mind that I'm not a trader. This is not about trading. There's a very big difference between trading and what I do. I'm an investor. But nevertheless, I track the figures because it's linked to a live market, and the market's alive. It moves, it has ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and that's just the way it goes. But because we've done our research, we know exactly what direction the market's heading and why. So the ups and downs and lows doesn't faze us, doesn't surprise us. So I'm going to go and share my screen right now, and let's see, share screen. So this is the spreadsheet that I've been updating. So I started updating it from the 1st of February, 2021, after running this investment since June 2020. Okay, June 2020. I think there was a bit of money that came in May that I put in. Then I put some more money in June. So really from June is when it had the full amount, and then it's increased by since then. And so as it increased, I watched it increase to 106,000 by the end of January 2021. And then I thought, you know what, I should start tracking this on a day-to-day basis. I wasn't going to do this, but I decided to. And then in, I think, the 22nd of February, I decided to start recording. just to make a video document broadcast of what's been happening. And you know, so the greens represents where the market's gone up on the previous day, and the red represents when it's gone down on the previous day, and so on and so forth. You know, so we have two columns here, and you'll see what I mean by in a minute. And so the reds represent, like I said, when it goes back. So, and I report everything. I put everything in there. You know, up or down doesn't really matter to me. There's no need to hide and only put only the good. You know, put all of it. It's all good in the end of the day, because like I said, it's all part of the process of a growing market. It has to go backwards sometimes in order to go forward. That's just the way it goes. So at the end of February, we had a 37,860, 92 cents above the 106,000 that it was at the beginning of February. So that was a 35.7% increase, which is pretty brilliant, actually, if you understand what's happening to the purchasing power of most people's money is going backwards. And this mine just went forward 37% in 1 month. And so we continue on into the month of March. Here we are on the 8th. That was the 8th yesterday. So today is the 9th of March. I'm going to put the date in, the 9th of March. So similar as the bottom down here. And the time, I'll do the time in a minute. So clicking on the account summary, this is the account summary. And this consists of one Bitcoin and several altcoins. We call them altcoins. Altcoins are just anything other than Bitcoin. There's a mixture of different altcoins here that are part of this investment portfolio. This is just one of many investment portfolios you can see down below. I'm not going into that right now. However, the altcoins, again, that comes from specialized research and analysis and so on and so forth. And we don't just choose any old Tom, Dick, and Harry altcoin because you won't get the return. So the question is, which altcoins? Well, that's the question. And, you know, I can show you how you can get, well, maybe qualify for some more information on that if you qualify, but at a later stage. So the altcoins and the Bitcoins in total, 203,000. So I start with the altcoin, which is 148,819. So the time is 3:51. What did I say? What it was now? 148,819. 148,819 point. I think it was 73. Was it 73? 72. Okay. 72. Right. So that was yesterday's figures, which is up on yesterday, so $6,000, $6,800 up from yesterday, and the overall, which will be 203, 104.96, 203, 104.96. It's always nice, by the way, to break a new barrier. New barriers. Let me make sure I got that figure right. 96. Yeah. It's always good to break a new, just before I just mention it, to break a new barrier, you know, because this was in the hundreds for some time. Now it's broken into the 200s, which really looks nice when you break a new barrier. There's a couple of 100,000 here, though. This represents, what this represents on here is the British pound equivalent, GBP pound equivalent, which is just so that I can do the conversion. I see the conversion and what it's like in British pounds, but that's what it is in dollars. So, but they come from the same live feed, which was just connected out online through an API and so on and so forth. This is, let's see, a $10,000 increase on yesterday. So overall increase of 10,000 yesterday, and we've had 10,000 increases. We've had 13,000 increases, 18,000 increases. We've also had 14,000 decreases, 21,000 decrease there. So, But all of this is part and parcel of the growth. Okay, so I don't get emotionally attached really to it. I do know that, you know, eventually I know the direction of the market, and I know the reason, the cycle. We're in a cycle. Everything works in cycles, and I know what part of the cycle we're in. So the market's always, in fact, always moving up and down. In fact, you know, but what, you know, we know the only way is up. So, like for example, if I look at this on CoinDesk, Bitcoin, let's do a refresh. Just to make sure. Yep, it's around 54,000. Gone up over the last few days. So see this, but you know, it varies over the hours. See, within the hour, it's gone down. So within 12 hours, it goes up and down. But you know, you need to kind of step back, professional step back, and looks at the overall big picture. The overall big picture is what's important. So if you start to step back and look at the overall big picture, you thought, well, it's volatile. Well, the market is volatile. The market's alive. It's alive. That's what it means. It doesn't mean it's not a bad thing. You know, market is alive. It's alive with action, up and down, up and down. That's the reason why I don't trade. I don't do trading because you can't really time it when it's going up and down. Okay, but you know, when you're in it for the long haul, you know what direction the market's going. So even if you're trading in between these little jagged parts, you can lose money, gain money and lose money. Okay, but if you're investing in the whole, you can understand in the whole, shall we say, trend. We know that, yes, we know what's going on. For example, you know, this is the trend. Okay, it's only going in one direction. I know this happened here, but that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant when you're looking at the long-term perspective. It has only gone in one direction, which is up. There's a difference between down here and up here. It's up, okay? And, you know, Bitcoin has only ever, click on all, Bitcoin has only ever gone in one direction. In the larger scheme of things, not on the day-to-day scheme. I think we know on the day-to-day scheme of things it's gone down and so on. On the larger scheme of things, it has only gone in one direction, and now it's shooting up. You know, and it's going to continue to do this over the next 5-10 years. Go in one direction. Now, are there going to be ups and downs? Of course. Like here, it went up and then came down, settled for a little bit, then we go up again. And it's going to come down, and so on and so forth. Then it will go up again even more, you know, much bigger than this page can take. So when you understand that, and you know, it's really powerful if you understand what's happening at the moment, because what's happening now is going to make what happened in 2017 look minuscule. Just like what happened in 2017 made what happened in 2013 look like a blip. But yet this was a big deal here. But look at it, the way it looks compared to 2017. Now this is a big deal here. Look at the way this is going to make in 2017 look, and we haven't finished yet. And this is just Bitcoin. We're not talking about the altcoins. The altcoins, by the way, are going to supersede the right altcoins. The right altcoins will as the word they use in this industry is outperform Bitcoin. So if you think this is a steep incline, you ain't seen nothing. So this is the reason why, you know, every Tom, Dick, and Harry knows about Bitcoin, but very few people, only a small select individuals know about the altcoins. And so it's all good. I invest in all of them, but you've got to know the right altcoins to invest in. And you know, if you want that information, you know, we can show you how to get hold of that. Let's see what is this? Is this you go to this site, IamWealthyandRich.com. This is the beginning, the start. What IamWealthyandRich.com is a very powerful affirmation which you need to say for yourself. It's not about me. Yes, I use it for myself. So yes, IamRichandWealthy.com. I'm wealthy and rich. I use that. I say it hundreds of times a day. But what we're here to teach you, is how to understand the game of money and play it well. Understand the game of money and play it well is so important in this day and age. So it starts with your mindset. We're having a wealth and prosperity mindset. And then after you've got that, you started that journey, then the next step is starting to a financial strategy to help you move in the right direction. How to invest, how to allocate money, and to put money aside to invest. And then we have some basic investing. And then for those that want, the advanced stuff, we can give them access to that as well. I'll show you how you can get access to that as well. But the first part, the foundation part, shall I say, which is the basic wealth strategy and the personal development, the wealth mentality strategy, the mindset strategy is absolutely free. And that's where I recommend everyone starts. It's absolutely free. Just come here, go down to this form and fill in this sheet thing. We'll send you a link straight away and you can get started. I'm using free resources, but I also show how I combine them in my way, unique way, to get results. And they have definitely got results to me, as I've shown you. So if you want to go, if you get hold of that absolutely free, go ahead, fill in the short form and we'll send it to you straight away. Just let us know where to send it. We'll send it to you immediately. Yeah, stop share. So basically, if you want, some people wonder, why am I showing these videos in the background and so on? This is about lifestyle. Okay, life is for living. Okay, it's about lifestyle, and if you want to be able to aim for or live the very best lifestyle, it's going to take one thing. It's going to take money, right? It's going to take money. There's no two ways about that. And so you need a way to be able to generate that money. Now, some of you may not want to have that kind of lifestyle, and fine, you can have whatever lifestyle you desire. But whatever lifestyle you desire is it's going to take money. So, we show you, basically I want to help people dream big and not be limited. Whatever lifestyle you actually want to achieve, it can be achieved if you have the right mindset and the right investment strategy. Okay. And that's what I want to keep sight of. And that's what, we want to help people learn how to understand the game of money and play it well so that they can live the lifestyle that they want to live. Whether they want to live a large lifestyle or medium size or whatever the lifestyle they want, so they can live life on their terms. I want you to live life on your terms. And if this is your lifestyle that you want, so be it. You just need to do the right thing. This investment strategy can definitely take you there. Okay. However, you've got to have what it takes. You've got to have the mindset and you've got to have the right investment strategy. And it starts one step at a time. So step one is we have it absolutely free. So it doesn't matter where you are. Some people are starting at 0. Some people are starting at +1. Some people are starting at +10. Some people are starting at +20. Some people are starting at -10. Some people are starting at -50. It doesn't matter. You first of all bring you up from the minuses to 0. You want to get to 0 first, and then get into the plus. It doesn't matter where you're starting. Okay, with the right mindset, it doesn't matter where you're starting. You can bring yourself up to the 0 and then beyond. Okay, so don't think, oh, I have no money and this and that rubbish. Don't think that. That's the first excuse will come up to you. Well, I don't have the money to invest. Well, you don't need money to invest in yourself. You're going to invest in yourself with your own mindset. That is free. Once you invest in your mindset, that will then lead you to where you will get the money. Okay? Most people suffer. Most people, 95% of people struggle financially. 5% are financially dependent and 1% are wealthy. Okay? The 95% that struggle is usually a mental problem. And they I mean mental problem. I don't mean that they're mental. The way they think, the mindset problem is what I should say, sorry. It's a mindset problem, not a mental problem. It's a mindset problem, okay? And so I've got to choose my words right here. So it's a mindset problem. But the key is you can change your mindset, okay? And most of the time, those who have the wrong mindset, they suffer from possibility blindness. Instead of having possibility thinking, they have possibility blindness. Oh, that's impossible because of this. Oh, that's impossible because of that. That will never happen because of that. That will never. Get rid of that. And you can't. If I say to get rid of that, you're not going to get rid of it. Why? Because it's become a habit. So you have to work on yourself with these mindset strategy that will enable you to get rid of these naturally. And once you've worked on this for several months, you will no longer think that way. And so you won't even have to try to stop thinking that way. You will naturally not think that way. So that's why, this is the reason why some people say they kid themselves. Okay, I'm gonna start thinking positive. You're kidding yourself. You're not. You've still got these programs inside of your mind. They're still going to be there. So they're going to fight against you. So you don't even try and start thinking positive. Just take the first step. Get on the mindset development program and wash away all that rubbish. And eventually you'll start seeing things differently. You start feeling differently. You start thinking more things are possible. You'll start seeing opportunities that you never knew existed. Okay, so this is the thing, but you know, it's one step at a time. Then getting the money is not a problem. Then investing strategy is not a problem, because we have the investment strategy and that will work. You know, so I think we've gone long enough. I want to thank you very much for listening. Remember, there are investment risks and so on. Disclaimer. I'm not, you know, do your own research. I'm not a financial planner. I'm just showing you what has worked for me. Okay, and it's worked for people I've trained as well. Please like this video, subscribe, hit the notification, and share it with friends and your followers on social media, so that more YouTube will show this video to more people once you've done that. So I wish you, each and every one of you, the best, all the best. I am wealthy and rich. So are you. Say that to yourself every day, whether you believe it or not. Say it to yourself every day. And I understand the game of money and play it well. And you. Okay, our mission is to show you how to understand the game of money and play it well. It's played on two levels: a mental game, a mindset game, and this financial strategy game. Okay, get those two in place and the sky's the limit. A lifestyle like this, or even better, is attainable in the long term. Okay, I'm not saying it will happen next Tuesday. Okay, but the key is it won't happen. Just like the journey of 1,000 miles, it starts with one step. You know, got to take the first step. So take the first step, and I look forward to seeing you inside the training. Have a wonderful and fantastic day. It's Henry Smith from IamWealthyandRich.com signing out.